Hello, everyone, and welcome to a different type of video that I'm doing. So, normally I do weekly Kyle Busch fan review, and that kind of just sums up everything. But no, today we are going into a more relevant topic. Well, it's the same as Kyle Busch fan review, but it's basically we only have 5 more races left in the regular season, which is insane to think about. It feels like the season only started a few months ago. Which it kind of did, but it feels like way longer. But we have 5 more races remaining, and Kyle Busch is minus 39 on the playoff grid for getting into the playoffs. He has Ryan Preece ahead of him, who I believe is 16 points back of Bubba Wallace, who is 16 points ahead of Ryan Preece. So basically, first off, we need Ryan Preece and Bubba Wallace to both shit the bed, and for Ty Gibbs to not come up and be a dickhead. So it all starts out at Indianapolis, my home away from home. Indianapolis, it should have been a better result than it shows last year. I don't remember his exact result. I'll show it on screen. But he was running top 5 on the final lap before, or not the final lap, 2 laps to go before, normal Busch stuff happened, and he spun out and finished like 27th or something. And yeah, so that tells you he does have speed at this track. It's just more of a, luck thing, which has been the course of the season. So that could be a good race. It could, if he's this could be a really make or break race, because if he has a really bad race and he gets put 60, 70 points back, it's over. But if he has a great race and Bubba Wallace and Ryan Preece don't have good races, he could be like minus 20, minus 16, right around that range, which would put him in perfect position going into a kind of wild card race in Iowa Raceway. Now, there's only been one race here, and this was last year. And the results won't show it, obviously, because, it's Busch. But he was running top 10 really all day until, with I think it was 50 to go, he had a I think it was an engine failure, and that was day over. So he completely missed out on valuable points that day. Which tells you, again, he's got top 5 speed, or top 10 speed. And really, if he gets a top 10 there, too, and again, Bubba Wallace and Ryan Preece have bad races, he could be in the playoffs at that point. He could be, only a few points ahead, but he could really be getting up there. I mean, with how NASCAR is right now, it's so easy for, just a driver to go from, minus, 25 to, plus 5 in a single race if he has a good race. So obviously I'm saying these with taking out the possibility of a win, because I feel like every week you just take out the possibility of a win at this point. After that is Watkins Glen, which is a very good racetrack for him, considering the season over, I believe, basically half of his top 10s and both of his top 5s have came at road courses. I don't know why RCR decides that they want to be good at only road courses, but I don't know. So really, I mean, this is where you use the win possibility, but I don't know about that. But considering the only time he's finished outside of a top 10 at a road course this season was when he, wrecked. This basically says that Watkins Glen should be a race that really gets him above the playoff cut line and really locks him in heading into I don't know how Richmond's going to be. I mean, they've been better at short tracks, don't get me wrong. But I still don't have much faith going into Richmond. I know Austin Dillon won there last year, but for some reason they like giving Austin Dillon better equipment than Busch, so I don't know. Busch finished 12th here last year, I believe, and I don't know. That doesn't... Well, we'll see. Hopefully they have a better car for him by then, heading into a big race in Daytona. Now, in case you guys forgot, because I haven't forgot, something happened at Daytona last year, which I don't think a single Busch fan is over. The fact that Daytona last year literally crushed the entire Rowdy Nation fan base. Basically, Busch was leading on the final lap, and it looked like it was gonna be a Hail Mary, and he was gonna get into the playoffs. No, because on the backstretch, the entire bottom lane just collapsed. Busch was left out to dry, and he starts, going back because momentum's completely lost. Here comes top lane. Harrison Burton, pushed by Parker Retzlaff, goes right by him. Bye-bye, Bushy. And that was it. Because he was so far back in the points by that time that he couldn't get in on points, even though he finished 4th at Michigan the week before, then 2nd at Daytona, then 2nd at Darlington. So it was just unfortunate circumstances, but the thing with Daytona is he's got to have, like, a cushion going into this race, because if Busch just shows up and, he gets wrecked on, like, in the big one, and, I don't know, Ryan Preece is behind him, goes out, and gets, like, a bunch of points, that could be it for Busch. He might be out, so we've got to really hope that he has a big cushion or even just a win by that point, but who knows. He's been good at super speedways recently, but he's been unlucky at times, so we'll see. That's the outlook. Hopefully RCR gets their shit together. Gives them some good cars. We'll see how it goes. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully we get into the playoffs.